Hi everyone, as always, it's a Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Quick update about everything that's been going on this week. It seems like ages since I last spoke to you all through this medium, and certainly a lot of things have changed since that last Friday before the Christmas break. Hopefully, this will give you a bit of information that you need. Obviously, there's been lots going on with regards to COVID and with regards to remote learning and announcements with regards to year 11 and 13, which I'll summarise, but obviously have been sent out to you in a letter this week as well. No new cases to report this week, which is positive. There was only one case that required tracing over Christmas, and all of the other cases I updated you on in my letter towards the end of that break. The testing system, which I'm going to tell you more about on the next slide, is up and running. So when students do come back, we'll be able to pick up some asymptomatic cases as well, which is really positive because obviously the asymptomatic cases may well be one of the biggest causes of spreading in schools. So we're really pleased that we have this facility in place. I'd like to put on record my thanks to Mrs. Scott and my senior leadership team who have been getting the testing centre up and running. I would also like to thank all of the volunteers, both the staff and the community volunteers. It is a great thing that we now have in place. I'm really, really pleased to have it up and running. We've been trialling and testing with almost 100 staff and students this week, all of which are negative, which I'm really, really pleased with. We'll continue to fine tune the testing process. One of the biggest issues with it is the time it takes to register on the NHS webpage, and therefore we're going to look at ways in which we can improve that, ready for when the students return. Pop-up students will be tested weekly should they give consent, as will staff members as well should they give consent. So a really good facility in our fight against COVID here at the school. We've obviously moved to remote learning, which is a shame. We love having the students in school, but the national and global pandemic means that we have to keep everyone safe. I sent a survey out in a letter earlier this week. Please do take the time to fill that in. Your feedback is really welcome. I've had an overwhelming response so far, but anything that you can add will either make us keep on doing what we're doing really well or make changes where we need them. I am wary that students are spending a lot of time on screen and our staff, so we'll be looking at how we can improve that further in due course too. But as I say, any type of feedback is really appreciated. Even if we're getting it right, it's nice to hear that. So please do take 2 or 3 minutes to fill in that survey. Of course, if you have any technological issues, please do get in touch with us and we will try and resolve them. We do still have some, and I say some because it is limited now, laptops available for those that don't have the required IT devices at home. And we also have a few dongles and SIM cards as well to provide internet should students need it. Please do get in touch with the Maiden Early School office, and that will be passed on to Mr. Garner, who is overseeing our remote learning provision. I would like to add, though, that students, we expect the same level of behaviour in live lessons as we do in school. I don't want students taking pictures of staff. I don't want students making unnecessary comments in the chat facilities or making unnecessary noise. We really do expect the same level of behaviour that we see in school. And I'm really impressed with the vast majority of our students, the way they've engaged and focused in these lessons. And I certainly don't want a very, very small minority ruining it for the rest. So please, can you keep an eye on your child whilst they're in those live lessons? And we'll be in touch if there's any issues. But thank you to the vast, vast majority who are being absolutely brilliant, so focused, so engaged. I've been really impressed, everyone. Keep it up. Obviously, we know that the summer examinations have been cancelled or at least won't be going ahead as planned, and they're going to be replaced by centre assessed grades. The information out there is very limited at the moment in terms of how that's going to look. And what we do know is that there's going to be a consultation, we believe, starting next week from Ofqual. As soon as I get that link, I'll send it to parents and to students because I think they have a right to add their comments to that consultation. The rough timing, I believe, is that it will then be announced how it's going to be done towards the end of February. I've met with both Year 11 and Year 13 students over the past couple of days, and my message is very clear. Yes, we know it's disappointing that the exams have cancelled. Did we expect it? No, of course, because the government have been saying they'd be going ahead. But as always, we had our contingency plan, and we've been working on the thought that this may well happen as well. Obviously, the devil is in the detail that we need to know. The key thing now is that these students continue to work hard, engage with teacher assessments, make sure they're really focused. I also outlined the postponement of some of our PPEs. I think that's right at the moment until we know exactly what's going on with the grading process. I have written to parents and students of that are studying BTECs as well. We had a BTEC resit this week. On Monday, the government announced that BTECs would go ahead. And then on Tuesday, they announced that it was the school's decision. On Wednesday, we had 3 students sit in a resit. However, the number of students in the future exams are significantly higher, and I've made the decision to cancel these exams on the basis of health and safety. Pearson, the exam board, have made it very, very clear that students won't be disadvantaged should they not take these exams, and there may well be a chance to take them later in the year. But I just want to reassure you that I've not taken this decision lightly, and we have had that reassurance from Pearson as well. As I mentioned on the previous slide, there has been some changes to internal assessments. The year assessment week has been pushed back by 1 week to the 18th of January. We have to get this in, and it will be done remotely because a lot of the year assessment week is fed into the options process, which still has to go ahead. We still have to make our timetable up and so on. The year 13 prelims, the year 11B PPEs, and the year 10 PPEs have been postponed until further notice. We will give plenty of notice to the students and to you ahead of these being put back into the calendar. Despite all the negativity that's going on in the world with COVID and everything else that's happening, I'm really, really pleased to see that there's some real positive things going on in the school community. We've raised an amazing £997.50. In fact, I'm going to put the extra £2.50 in just so we can say we've made £1,000 from our festive jumper day. Well done to Wild House, who raised £172 for the Alzheimer's Society. Absolutely brilliant. And Attenborough Bolt, who were close behind. USAFSA are going to have to up their game, I think, in the next one there, as you can see. Also, the PE department have organised the virtual cross-country championships. Please do get involved. That's all year groups 7 to 13 between the 25th and the 31st of January. Please keep an eye on the social media streams there. And the PE department have also created a raffle. The prizes are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you to everyone who's donated some of these prizes. I put my donation in last night. This is all going to go towards new equipment for the PE department. They do a fantastic job for our students, keeping them fit, healthy and well. So please do have a look at that. And if you're interested in donating or taking part in the raffle, follow that link on there. That's it for this week, everyone. I will, of course, keep you up to date with everything that's going on as soon as possible, and I will give you the information that you need. I'm hoping that there won't be any more big announcements in the next week or so. I will send out the link with regards to the off-qual documentation as soon as I receive it. But ultimately, I hope you stay safe, take care, have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you all virtually on the other side. Thank you.